Oh, we are live, y'all. Just want to talk to you about, they got these things that are always flipping up on my screen. No, I don't want to get nothing. I just want you off my screen. Why do they do that to me after you go live? Isn't that something? All right, y'all, we are live. We have just broken the Guinness Book World Record for the largest parade of Harley Davidsons. And hey, how's it going? K Pork Chop, what's up? Devin, how about it? Chopper, how about it? Eric, how about it? We just broke the Guinness Book World Record for, thank you for the congratulations. I appreciate it. Just broke the Guinness Book World Record for the largest parade of Harley Davidsons, and it was quite a difficult record to beat. So many different things happening during this world record that I just, to try to get it done. There was just a lot of rules and a lot of stipulations by the Guinness Book itself, and this was my fourth attempt. I've tried 3 other times and failed. Sometimes just getting so close to breaking that world record, but failing. And not this time though. This time we did it 2019, October 5th. We did it in Paris, Texas with Law Tigers, Paris Harley Davidson, and of course my campground, the River. And yeah, we did it. And all of you, of course. I can't forget that. We never could have done it without all of you. So it took diligence. It took me listening to and living by my very own motto, which is, we are not quitters. We are Americans. I did the, third try, and I thought, third time's the charm. And we didn't break it. And I thought, it would have been easy to quit after that one. But I just didn't believe this world record could be left in Greece. I believed it belonged here. I believe it belonged here in America, and I just wasn't going to give up till we got it. And I begged and pleaded everybody online to come and be part of this with me and to help me bring this world record home. And you all helped me. So yes, I'll be happy to answer questions. I see somebody on there says they've got a question. I'll be happy to answer as many questions as I can. So we had, the record was broken. The previous record was 2,404 Harley Davidsons, and we broke it with 3,497. So over 1,000 bikes more than the previous world record. So that's pretty cool. A lot of Canadians there, a lot of, I know we had Argentina in the house. I know we had some Germany in the house. So big thank you to everybody from other countries that came to help my dream and my mission come true. I'm so very thankful. So congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you, John. I'm glad you were part of it. If y'all don't know, you all that were part of it are now officially world record riders. And that's super cool. So I put out our world record rider where you can show the world that you indeed are a world record rider. We put out the patches. You can find them on my Facebook page with a direct link. It's just Scootin' America / Adam Sandoval on Facebook, or on my website, Adam Sandoval Rides. You go get those right now. And they're pre-orders, and you can show everybody that you were indeed part of it. So very thankful for that. You also can show that you were ever part of it by getting a certificate from the Guinness Book World Record. You can go to Paris Harley Davidson's Facebook page, and you can see their directions on my Facebook page for that matter. And you can see directions how to get your own certificate saying you were part of that world record for the Guinness Book. So there's some information for you. I know some of you are looking for. Let's see here. Patches ordered. Stickers would be cool. I do have stickers up too. There's stickers and patches there, so you can check them out for sure. So let's see what's next. Surgery is after the Galveston rally, the Lone Star rally in Texas. I will be going in for my surgeries. I have decided that I will take you all along with me to the best of my ability. So thank you for that. Let's see here, what else? The parade itself, how did I feel about it? I feel like we absolutely crushed it. I feel like the airport worked perfectly. It allowed us to do what we need to do to break this world record without having any interference. So that was huge. Some of the other questions I heard was why we changed the venue. We changed the venue for a couple of reasons, mainly the staging area. As you all saw, our staging area was super huge, and the other place was having some concerts and some stuff that they had added to their venue for that nighttime, and they were requesting us to open up parking lots for buses and other things. That, along with the huge number of pre-registrations that were coming through, was our reasons for changing it. And pre-registrations, that's a good point. That kind of scared me because in the last 48 hours, our pre-registrations doubled. So that means in the last 48 hours, what we were prepared for went 2 times bigger. So we had to really scramble to make that happen. You know, we had to make sure we were on the board and make sure we had everything in order, because the last thing I wanted was for all of you to travel all the way across this country, stand in the lines, ride in the heat, and then not break the world record because of a mistake or an oversight that I made. So I wanted to make sure that that didn't happen. Big shout out to our EMTs. They did a great job. They were there. They were taking care of people medically. I know that there was a few people that I talked to after, and you know, there's some nasty rumors going around about what's what and who was, you know, for whatever, but people were assuming things. The reality is, I talked to one guy. He said he'd been having indigestion for 3 days, and come to find out it was a heart attack. And so he ended up having a heart attack right there on the tarmac at the airport. And luckily our EMTs were so awesome, and they were right there, and they were right on point, and they were able to get him in, and he went to emergency surgery at Paris Hospital, and he ended up being just fine with a few stints. He was in there for a day in intensive care. I talked to him after he got out, and he was just thankful that it happened there instead of on the couch or something like that. Another person I talked to had an epilepsy attack out there, so she was camping at the campground. Her and I talked. So another person that was very happy that the EMTs were there and doing such an amazing job. I know a couple people did have heat exhaustion. I know I've had that before. It's tough. You know, they got IVs, and a friend of mine happened to be right next to him and was able to. He actually had a cooler with water in it and was able to dip his bandana in the water, try to help cool him down till the ambulance got him some IVs, and he was good. I think he had a previous heat exhaustion, so that makes it very, very difficult. I see someone on here asking about lack of water. Lack of water wasn't really an issue too much. I mean, maybe lack of finding the water or assuming or something like that, but the reality is there were thousands and thousands of bottles of water. In fact, we picked up probably 1,000 bottles of water that were half full on the ground after we were cleaning up. So there was water donated to the Marines, and they were selling it for charity there. There was also some other like food trucks that were there that were selling water. And then after the water ran out between those two, I know that we called in an extra pallet of water, which is I think 1,000 or 1,500 bottles, and brought that in, just started handing it out to people for free. So that was really good. Oh, the wind is bad. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can fix that. So that was good that we were able to do that. I know that, there's some rumors going around and stuff, but I just thought I'd clear the air on that. We talked about the surgery a little bit earlier. You can play this video back to check that out. If you guys got any other questions, you could shoot it at me. It was hot, indeed, hotter than we thought it was going to be for October. So that was a concern. We expected the heat to be about 10 degrees less than what it was. It was up to 90 degrees that day, which is pretty. Is the wind too bad? Okay, the wind's too bad. Everybody's telling me the wind is too bad. So were there more bikes than counted? Yes and no. So the way it works is the Guinness Book counts the bikes 3 different ways, and then they take the lowest of the 3 numbers. And that's how it works. So all 3 numbers did not match up, and of course they take the lowest of the 3 numbers. It's just very difficult to get a 100% accurate count. How was Scooter for the day? Scooter was really good. He really did good. He didn't have too many problems. I do what I need to take care of him. And that's one thing. A little self-love can go a long ways for yourself and the people around you. So I'm glad. With I think 5,000 bodies there, having a couple incidences, as horrible as it is, and as much as we pray for them, when it comes to events, I think it's probably less than the average. So that's pretty good. Thank you. I'm proud of all of you that have been part of it. The Heat sucked, but we brought that record home. That is right. The Heat did suck. I'm sorry for everybody that had to go through it, and I'm appreciative that all of you stuck it out with me, and we broke this Guinness World Record. So, yes, I'm sad you weren't there too, Tudor. Any other questions, y'all can shoot them at me. I think the wind's calming down a little bit here. I just went for a little ride today, cleared my head, and a little downtime, a little unwinding, and I'm just kind of sitting alongside my bike here talking with y'all on my way home. The Warhorse did great. It was really something special to me to be able to bring the Warhorse back home. That was really an amazing thing. Thank you so much. All right, thank you, thank you. I will not try to break the record again unless somebody else breaks it. If somebody else breaks it, we will rally together. The Americans will come together, and we will bring this record home and break this record again. Until then, we're looking at how we can do like a celebration party every year. So if you have any ideas, put them in the comments of what we could call it. But basically having a rally every year celebrating the fact that we are the world champions, that we hold this Guinness World Record as a team. Is the Indian record next? I might be. We've had some talks about it. I've had a few people reach out to me with some world records that they want to beat, that they asked me for my help in. And I'm going to, assess those as we go. USA, 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 Denise says, absolutely, thank you. Scooter's 11 years old, going on 12. Yes, the accents were tough on me. I'm actually having a hard time holding this phone with my right hand right now. So I'm going to see if I can figure out a way to switch it to my left without covering the, oh, there we go. Without covering the old thing. Hopefully the window's good. We are the Americans, that's right. You'll get an Indian if I try to break the record. All right, that might be a reality. So the total donation to motorcycle missions, I'm not supposed to leak it. We're actually doing a big thing tomorrow. But I will tell you it's over $54,000. And we are pretty excited about that. And there's going to be a big announcement. I shouldn't have even leaked that. I don't even know. I'm going to get yelled at by Cody now. But, you know, when you raise that kind of money, it's an exciting thing. So it's just difficult to get the people together. Why is it hard? It's hard because of the rules for Guinness Book. You know, a lot of people say, hey, you should break it at a rally, or you should break it at, you know, Sturgis, because there's so many bikes there. But the reality is people that go to Sturgis have agendas and fun that they have planned. The Guinness Book requires certain rules as far as shutting down roads and lanes and police. Those rallies are already overstaffed with police, are understaffed with police and traffic. And so trying to get a road shut down for that is pretty difficult in a rally like that. Not to mention, you know, the money, the funds that it takes to hold an event like this. You know, an event like this costs, you know, large amounts of money. And you got to have partners like Paris Harley Davidson and Law Tigers that are willing to put that money up. And for me to be involved, they got to donate 100% to charity. So that means they don't get their money back unless they make it back in someone calling Law Tigers down the road, or someone buying a bike from Paris Harley Davidson down the road. Other than that, they're not. I mean, it's a donation on their part. And when you start talking $20, $30, $40, $50,000 plus, it's a big nut to swallow. And finding people that are willing to give up that kind of money to break a world record and raise money for charities is a tough thing. Let's see here. How did the Warhorse run? The Warhorse ran great, as expected. I didn't expect any different than to run great. The seat, yeah, I got my seat there. It's right there. That's my seat, the ASR seat. You can get it from Ciro3D, Ciro3D.com, CIRO3D.com. You can get that seat there. It's gel. The break-in's pretty tough, but you know, after that, it's good. Did Harley Corporate help? The answer there is no. I got no support from Harley Corporate on this. They did share our video after we broke it, but no love from them on breaking it. What are you gonna do? But I think, I don't know. Did they put the logo on the Milwaukee Bucks jersey again this year? That may be where they were spending their time. I don't know. But you know what? That corporate isn't what it's all about. It's about the dealer network. It's about these dealers that are working hard, getting onto the streets, and it's about you and I, the riders. So, yeah, typical corporate. What are you going to do? finished my book. Thank you. I'm glad you loved it. If y'all don't know what he's talking about, my book is Inside My Helmet. You can get it at my website also, Adam Sandoval Rides, or on Amazon or Walmart. And it's just about selling everything you own, using all the money you make from it to raise money for charity, and the adventure you learn living on the road. It's my first year on the road, and that's how I got into this. I didn't just stumble into this. I was a charitable person. I was giving my money to charity. I was putting my money in my gas tank to go raise money for charity. I was donating to charity, and I was the first person to ride to every Harley Davidson dealership in America. It was like 88,000 miles in one trip, and I started documenting and sharing my struggles and my challenges and my trip with people online, and that's how it grew to the point it's at now. Charity is a wonderful thing. The second book we're looking at it, we're also looking at a movie, so the two are kind of being intertwined right now. Brady, I did say something about all the people that fell out during the heat, and there really weren't that many that fell out to heat. There's actually a lot of misinformation being spread around. I think just trying to maybe more of a smear campaign than anything by some kids, but nonetheless, there was a guy that went down from a heart attack. He had been having a heart attack for 3 days, and it went down there. There was another lady from epilepsy. I talked to, another person that had some personal physical health that they went down over. And these things happen at all major events with lots of people. So there's your answer to that. But I did say it earlier too. USA, USA, USA. Hell yeah, movie, The Americans. I heard that. That is right. That would be amazing. Come ride with me any day you want. I know there's a lot of world record breakers out there who broke that world record with me. They are world record riders. And wow, somebody just gave me $20. Let me read that. Adam, great job putting the monstrosity event together. My girl and I came out from Dale City in San Francisco Bay area in California. Thank you from Marty and Suzanne. Thank you so much. Ooh, thank you so much, Marty. I appreciate the donation. We will. Let me see. There we go. Sorry, still learning how to do this. Thank you very much for putting that up there. That was very generous of you. And it was a big event to put on, and there's a lot of moving parts to something like this, and we really feel we did our best. Of course, there's things we could have done different. Like, okay, so we had, I think in total, somewhere around 5,000 or 6,000 bottles of water that were either donated or sold for charity or whatever. And that started at the beginning of the event. There was also trolleys that ran people that need to get out of the heat back to Paris Harley Davidson and back, if that was a case. But, we wish we would have had the water at the registration. So when people registered, they could have got the water and then left. So that would have been really awesome. Something we wish we could have done better. Another thing, shade, it's almost impossible to shade that many motorcycles and that many people. I mean, so that really wasn't something we were, able to do, especially with the numbers doubling in the last, 48 hours. It was pretty hard to plan for that. And someone mentioned hangars, but unfortunately 90% of those hangars are not air conditioned, and so really you would have just been putting them in a pressure cooker. And then of course the fact that those are private property, like somebody owns that. That's like you going in somebody's house when you're hot out on the street because they have air conditioning and helping yourself to the front door. So I mean, some of those things were just unrealistic, outlandish, requests. But the reality is, we tried to do what we could, and luckily the temperature was god-awful hot, but not so hot that it was dangerous. I think the high was 91 that day. No word from Greece. No word from Greece at all. What is next for me? What is next for me is the Galveston Rally. I'm actually going to Los Angeles next week. Whoa. Look at this. Ooh. Followed the Bring It Home parade on social media from Norway. Proud of you, Adam, and of course Cody at Paris Harley Davidson for making it happen. Wish I could have been there with you. Wow, thank you so much, Hawken Rides. That is very, very, very generous of you, sir. See, here we got another one I got to read. Grizzly Beard wants to collaborate and give back to our fellow vets. Grizzly, come on down, man. Visit me at the River. We will talk. I am all about collaborating. You just got to be honest. I have helped some people in the past that I've helped them get them start. I've helped them financially because they're in a hard way, and then they didn't turn out to be the best people. And so I have separated myself from them. I've stopped putting them on my channel just because I don't want to be associated with their poor ethics. And now, of course, any chance they get, they try to attack me. Not interested in helping anybody like that anymore. But If you're serious and you're genuine about helping people, I am certainly there to help you. So I'd love to collab with you. Denver, I love Denver. Best first bike for a beginner is whatever one works for you. You need to go out and test ride them. People will tell you this is or is not a good bike for a beginner. My girlfriend Ashley, her first bike was a 2017 Road King Special. So, you know, it just really depends on you as a rider. You need to, my best advice is test ride every kind of bike you can, and then buy the one that feels best to you. Don't let anybody else tell you differently. Lincoln was awesome, man. Lincoln was awesome. Oof, trying to read these guys. They're coming through so fast. Yes, I said I had 240,000 miles on the Warhorse is correct. It was great meeting Freddie, Daryl, Cheryl, and everyone. Well, it's always great to meet Cheryl and Daryl too, even though he likes to get grumpy. He is a lot of fun. Dublin, Ireland, what's up? Thank you, thank you. Oh man, I got another one to read here. Had a great time at the K River. Thanks for everything. Wow, Van Gogh, thank you very much. Very generous. Thank you for sending that out there, and got you a highlighted video there, or a question there. I'm very thankful that you all came. Like I said, I never could have done this without all of you. We did leak a little bit of what was raised for charity earlier in this video, but tomorrow's the big release. So please hold tight for that. BC in the house, thank you so much. Thank you from Ottawa, Canada. The glamping tents were awesome. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed the glamping tents. That was kind of an out there project when I was telling people, hey, I'm gonna build a safari tent and put luxury pillows and blankets and heat and air in them and everything. People thought I was crazy, but they really have turned out wonderful, and I do indeed love them. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the Warhorse yet, y'all. If you got any ideas, throw them in the comments. I'm still trying to figure that out. But I don't know. Yes, Ashley still absolutely loves her suspension. World record parade for all brands of bikes. I don't know that one, but I'm going to look it up, and maybe that is something for the future. It's hard, low man. I mean, you start putting 3,000, 4,000 bikes together and then abiding by the Guinness Book rules, man. It's just a very difficult thing. Oh, I can't leak the time. I don't know the exact time yet. All I know is that we're doing it tomorrow. I'm at the River every time I'm not. Charles S. says, great job. Thank you very much, Charles. I appreciate it so much, and very generous of you for getting your highlighted comment put up top there. I thank you for that. Keep the Warhorse forever. I do want to keep it forever. You know, I had this and the Warhorse lined up alongside of each other, and I really kind of like felt sad because I love my Warhorse so much. I was like, oh my God. I mean, obviously this is a better riding bike and more power, but that Warhorse, man, there's just something sexy about it to me. And maybe it's just the way I feel about it. Let's see here. Matthew Fuller sends in a highlighted comment, and he says, wish I could have made it. Good to know the donation is going to a great cause. That is for a fact. The Motorcycle Missions is who we donated our charity money to this year, and they are great. They do veterans and first responders. Oh, my shoulder's killing me. Sorry, guys. I might have to cut this short. Highlighted comment from Woody. Well, why is it not letting me? Highlighted comment from Woody, New Yorker, says, don't take any BS from that bearded crybaby. Well, you know, I understand why he's upset, and that's okay. I'm not even going to mention his name because I'm not going to give him the publicity, but the reality is we had a media room where we made decisions. Like when you hear that the water's running low and we need more water and people are hot and we're trying to figure things out, you can't do that from the middle of 6,000 motorcycles that are raring and roaring. You have to have a room where you can get back and make these decisions to try to make it a smooth experience for everybody. And he tried desperately to get in there. Unfortunately, I just don't agree with his ethics. So I just choose not to be associated with him. And so I said no, he wasn't allowed into that media room. I didn't want him around really anything for that matter. And he's upset that he wasn't allowed in. So now all of a sudden, everybody that was in there is a bad person. But what are you gonna do, man? Some people just like to talk out of both sides of their mouth. Me, I'm an American. I address it straight on. I say, listen, I don't like your ethics. I just don't want you around. Let's see here. What's next? Man, I'm having a hard time clicking on these guys. I'm sorry. Thank you for that. All you do from Jerry Ronicoli. Jerry, thank you very much for, I'm sorry if I murdered your last name, brother, but thank you very much for the highlighted comments and for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Yeah, you got to be straightforward, man. You know, you try to, some people, you know, when they get upset, they'll try to create divide, right? They'll try to divide us, but we're Americans, we're intelligent, we see through that bullshit. I'm sorry, we see through that BS, and, you know, I'm not too concerned about it, so. I just tell it how it is, and I just do what I do. I love charity, I love giving back, and, you know, I do my best. I'm not perfect by any means, I never will be perfect, but I do keep it positive, just like my chant says, and that is my main goal. I try to keep things positive. I try to help our military, our first responders, and I like to show you all super rad roads to ride, so I'm thankful for that. Yeah, they put on a show on the live stream, I'll agree. And y'all, I don't want this to consume my feed. It really isn't even worth our time. But yes, they definitely put on a show. There was some crocodile tears and a whole bunch of really great entertainment, I guess, is what they're considering it. But you know, you dig hard enough, they're just trying to make a name for themselves, and you know, whatever they got to do, I don't care. I just try to keep it positive. I keep it moving forward. I keep it about my Americans. I keep it about my bikers, and let's just keep it about that. All right, we got another one. Ignore the bearded crybaby and keep rocking. I got you. I hear you. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something positive. Let's talk about the cool work Motorcycle Missions does. Motorcycle Missions is expanding to multiple other states, I believe, with the money that we help them raise, which means first responders and veterans in other states are going to be getting the help. And they do the coolest thing, man. They build motorcycles. They learn fab work. They learn engine work. They learn paint work. They learn customization. I mean, everything. And I always thought that was the coolest because they only learn from like some of the best builders in the world. Okay, they're not learning from people trying to figure it out. They're learning from the best. And I always thought that was the coolest part, but after spending time with them, man, it's the camaraderie. These veterans suffering from PTSD and these first responders who are also suffering from PTSD, it's that camaraderie they have inside that shop that stands out most to them. Now, I don't know how to, someone else, Adam, Dave and Angie Adventures. I'm trying to open your thing here. I'm trying to figure it out. I can't. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here, Dave and Angie. I see your name. It won't let me open it, and now it just disappeared on me. Let me see here. It just won't let me. Why won't it let me? It's the weirdest thing. I am so sorry. I appreciate the highlighted comment, but I don't know why it didn't pop up in my other thing. Here we go. I know the effort everyone put in, and I know the effort everyone put in. Much love, brother. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan. I know you saw it firsthand, and I appreciate you being there too, man. We all did our best, and nobody's perfect. I'm not saying it is, but you know, the reality is we did our best. Hawk Rides, I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know why it's not. See, here's another one, David Putum. It's not giving me any words. So I'm sorry I can't read it, guys. I'm trying to click on that and I can't read it. Yes, the ASR seat does push you back a little bit and down a little bit. That is for sure. So my bus, Igor, basically I found a veteran who was really wanting to see the country, and I was able to work out a deal with him. He didn't have the money to pay what it was worth, but I was able to give it to him probably 50% discount, and now he is touring the country on my old school bus, which is pretty exciting. Dave and Angie Adventures, how do you like the coin? I love the coin. The coin is amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Everybody out there knows I collect coins, so that one was special to me. So thank you very much. Congratulations. Thank you so much. ASR seat does come with a backrest, so you can get it with the passenger pillion, the regular seat, and a backrest too if you want. That's it right there. Highly recommend the ASR seat, 5,000 mile break-in. Yeah, they're hard to break in, but once they're in, they're the best seat you ever have. Finally got to ride with you too then, Casey. Thank you very much. Yes, we may make an Indian seat one day, and we may make a Dyna seat one day, but right now we're just, kind of do the thing. They break the record. Yes, Ryan, we did break the record. We broke the world record for the largest parade of Harley Davidsons. The Americans came together. Y'all listen, I'm going to cut it short here soon, but I'll tell you, the feelings that I have are overwhelming. It really, I don't even think it has set in yet. I'm just very, very thankful for all of you that came out and gave your best, kept a positive attitude, even though things weren't great. You really showed what the American character is all about by doing that. And I thank every one of you. I can't tell you how many of you sat for the longest time out there on that tarmac, then rode and broke that world record and still came up with excitement and smiles on your face. And that, my friends, that is what America is about. Thank you so much for doing that. Got another one here. I'm going to read another highlighted from Daniel Shia. I rode 1,200 miles in 26 hours on an FXDR to have the best time at your campground. You're the best, man. Daniel, that is a trip, man. That is not a typical touring bike. I give you mad props for riding it on that. That is pretty cool. And I'm glad you had a good time at the campground. We're constantly trying to improve it. And hopefully next year we throw a rad party and we make it even better. I think one of my main focuses is going to be the stage and the music. I want to put on like a national act for y'all next time with the lights and the smoke and the whole deal. So hopefully I can do that for y'all next year and we will have another awesome party. It was worth standing in the sun. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Yes, yes. The motor company needs to get behind me. Well, you know what? They're doing their thing, and I'm doing mine, and that's A-okay for me. I like motorcycles first, and frankly, it's kind of nice not being under the thumb. Just being able to do what I want to do. Won't happen, Denise. I don't know, is it Dennis or Dennis? Won't happen, Dennis. My dad's doing good. Thank you very much for asking. Yes, I heard about Tremonton being closed. That is a very unfortunate thing. Man, I feel like I should go, but y'all are still in with me, so I might as well. What am I charging for a campground a night? I think it is $15 a night for a tent spot. That's 2 people. Then it goes up from there. You can go to our website, kriver.com, and you can get all the info you want. There wasn't another 500 bikes. 3,497 was the number. They count 3 different ways. They take the lowest of the 3 numbers. There was a discrepancy of a few bikes, but not 500. There was a lot more pre-registered than actually showed up. Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate it. Working on the Wi-Fi too. That's been a struggle of mine, as you can imagine. At the River, I am a internet guy. That's what I do, right? I do my work on the internet, so not having great Wi-Fi affects me drastically. One of the reasons I'm sitting here alongside my bike in town on my way home, rather than at the River doing this. So I can understand, and believe me, it's high on my priority. Thank you for the best of luck on the upcoming surgery. I really appreciate it. I'm going to do the best I can. Canada someday. I would love to ride Canada someday. Got to put together a tour up there. I think after I get my surgery, I'm going to be 110%, as I'm told, and I'm going to do some epic adventures next year. I don't know what, but something epic. See you at the Lone Star Rally as well. You'll be able to catch me at the Zero 3D booth, and you'll also be able to catch me at the Law Tigers booth. So Law Tigers and Zero 3D. You'll be able to catch me at both of those booths there. Sorry, someone was trying to call me there. Yeah, my surgery should be okay. Trust my doctors. The thing is, I've got a potential of having a thing called malignant hypothermia, which means when they put you under, you can just die. So it's a big scary thing for me. And things just go wrong, right? Doctors are humans too. Everybody does their best, and anything can happen. So I am scared and I am nervous, but I have really no choice. I'm gonna do it. Thanks, Spanky13. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yes, I'd love some graffiti art. Hit me up. Send me a message on the K River Facebook page. I think it's just K River Resort, or is it K River Campground? I think it's K River Campground on Facebook. Kathy Foley wants to know, she's got a highlighted comment here, and she wants to know, is campground open all year? Tom Wilcox, a vet. Yes, the campground is open all year, and if you're a veteran, there's free camping there for you. So please come down. Until that area is free, I think we can fit about 40 people in it. So until that area is full, it is 100% for free, 7 days a week. That is something I do to give back. I think it's important to say one other thing. When it comes to charity, man, you know, charity is not just taking stuff from other people, handing it out, and then saying you're charitable to build your own name and recognition. Charity comes from your heart and from own name and recognition. Charity comes from your heart and from what you want to do, and then you align with other people, and that's what I try to do. So every day I'm paying the taxes, the power bill, the mortgage, the maintenance, the cleaning, everything on these veterans area out of my own pocket because I care. I donate to charities every year out of my own pocket because I care. And then I work with other companies that do the same. And I think it's important that you support those that do that type of charity because, that is really where that morals and ethics come in charity for me. I like to say there's two types of people that do charity, the greedy and the very greedy. Me, I'm greedy. I feel good when I do charity. It makes me feel good. Therefore, I'm doing it to serve myself, even though I'm helping somebody else. And then the very greedy are doing it for malicious reasons, doing it just to get ahead in life. And they will never succeed. And the American people will always see through that. What's the winter like at the campground? Well, Daryl will tell you, just like I will, it never gets cold in Moyers, Oklahoma. That is, of course, if you're from the north, like Wisconsin, like I was born. The daytime highs are in the high 40s, mid to low 50s. And, the nights can get down below freezing sometimes, but not very much. They're very, very mild winters. Last year we didn't see one flake of snow. How far from Sturgis am I? Well, I'm quite a ways from Sturgis. We are in Moyers, Oklahoma. We're in the southeast corner of Oklahoma, right on the border of Arkansas and Texas and Oklahoma, right where they all meet. Spanky13, what's up, buddy? But no words. You got to put words with it. I would like to read something when you send in that highlighted comment, but I certainly appreciate it. Yes, we have been resting the last few days, and I'm sorry if I've been a little quiet online, but I've just been regrouping and putting everything together and just letting this thing sink in, man. A 4-year effort, and you all helped me achieve it. I'm so thankful, man. So very thankful. All right, thank you all for writing in, and certainly thank you to everybody who did a highlighted comment. Very generous of you. We certainly appreciate it, and I hope that you all, dream until your dreams came true. This was a 4-year dream of mine that I have been putting work into and trying and failing and trying and failing. And although we weren't perfect, we did a damn good job, and together we brought that world record home to America. And I thank every one of you, even those that didn't come, that just shared the messages and shared my channel and everything else. Thank you very much. Blacktop Devil, thanks for the fun time last weekend. I appreciate it, Blacktop Devil. We will do some collaborating, hopefully, in the future. All right, y'all, this is it. This is where I draw the line. I will talk to y'all later. Thank you so much again. Y'all dream until your dreams come true. They really can if you just stick with them. Have no quit in your life. Follow what makes you happy. That is what has me sitting here smiling today. Oh, okay, I'll read this one last highlighted. You guys keep putting these highlighted comments. I have to read them, right? You ever ride through New Jersey, and will you ever ride through again? I've ridden through New Jersey probably 6 times. I've gone coast to coast 14 times across the country, north to south 9, and New Jersey has been in that a couple times. So I would love to come again. I used to do a lot with Tremont and Harley Davidson up there. Unfortunately, they're closing, but hopefully we'll find a new dealership up there to do some really rad stuff with in the future. All right, now this is where I sign out. Thank you so much. Let me get your name. Chris Johnson, thank you so much for that highlighted comment. I appreciate it, and we will talk to y'all later.